In my newfound desire to embrace my brain with both arms, I wandered into the bookshop with a hole burning in my pocket. The book I settled on was Gore Vidal's answer to the Patriot Act, Inventing the Nation. It is also interestingly the continuing conversation between the author and John F. Kennedy, sadly one-sided these days. JFK wondered how a sort of backwards country like this, with only 3 million people, could have produced the three greatest geniuses of the 18th century. And Gore Vidal has been pondering this very question ever since. The edition I read was forwarded by one of my favourite politicians, Bob Carr, the former Premier of New South Wales for 12 years, which, if you're in America, that's a sort of governor. Um, one of the few openly intellectual politicians to be elected in the sunburnt country and who also holds a deep fascination with American history. And now, thanks to this book, so do I. It is interesting how difficult it was to put this democracy together, how they were thinking of importing the Polish monarchy and the various acts of treason from Agent Number 7, the funding of Napoleon to the Cold Wars of words with France. All the elements of recent history are here. No wonder so many great movies come from America. It's amazing how, even for the most remarkable of minds, they still very much have feet made of clay. As I'm still trying to process much of the information the book possesses, I can only offer a recommendation to read it, rather than to offer an analysis of it. All I can do is to warn you that as a casual study of American history, a nice way to say that everything I know about the subject comes from The Simpsons and visiting there for a brief period, it can be at times a very difficult book to follow. Vidal makes so many allusions to other periods in history that it would require a whole library of books to verify, um, or a lot more knowledge of history than I possess. So for Gore Vidal, who previously only known to me as the author of the late 1960s deconstruction novel Myra Breckinridge, where a trans woman sets about intellectually destroying that most sacred of American institutions, Hollywood, although perhaps not so sacred these days, this book shows no signs of his mellowing with age. I fully recommend it.